With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Kill, turn up. Alert.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now it's Wilson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. Third down here.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
He'll rifle this one. It's caught at the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Another try for Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
On third and goal, Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. David Moore, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
He got 29 yards that time. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Wentz now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they can throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Being chased out left. He'll find Metcalf. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Barkley. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down now. It's Sanders. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the return will stop right around the 25.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gostkowski with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. To throw is Wilson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. First down, Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. On the draw, this is Barkley. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board.
As Sanders has it punked free, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
We got it. 315. 57 I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Slam. Slam. No pass. No pass. Thirty-six to Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check 9. Check 9. Hold up.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And an alley to run. weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He goes 105 yards on the kick return, and the Eagles have taken the lead.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. But special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and he was able to use it effectively.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Go. He's checking crowd.
On third down, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Duke Riley in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Got it. 36. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Line 36. Line 36. Hey, check. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Let's make these babies. 36 power.
From the shotgun, Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw is Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Wentz on target there to Jeffrey. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a carry for Sanders. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Check, 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 check.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
There's Wilson to throw. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's Sanders. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 2nd and 1, Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now Sanders. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And a a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Check. Hey, watch it. Hey, zero. Check 43. Check. Lucky. Go.
Again, it's Barkley. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On the run, it's Barkley. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
All go special.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Throwing on first is Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points in. They've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 1st down, Barkley. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Touch 50.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson flushed out right. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. His throw caught at about the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Saquon Barkley in the final minute as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked out right there at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now Wentz. Open man there is Malone. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Wentz. Well, that's complete to Sanders. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Throwing now is Wentz. It's the right side here, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. And this one is right down Broadway.